Movie Holics!
What up, guys? Kyler Wilson here with the Kyler's Thoughts. So there's been some controversy about the movie Purge 3, and Purge 1 and Purge 2, and about how it glorifies violence and yada 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 yada. So I thought I'd address it. So just to catch up anybody who doesn't already know, the Purge takes place in a utopian future where crime doesn't take place, because there's one dystopian night every year for 12 hours where you can do anything you want, up to and including murder. Now, people have tried to say,
that would work. That is totally possible.
no, it's fucking not. There are so many reasons why something like this would fail that it's stupid. The first of which being the economic ramifications would be insane. Just think about the man hours involved with cleaning something like this up. I mean, throughout every film, we see buildings get destroyed, we see houses get destroyed, and things blowing up, cars getting blown up, windows being broken, people being murdered, people being dismembered right in the streets. Like, all of this stuff has to be fixed after the purge, so think about that. I mean, do you think that the government comes in and fixes it? That they pay for it all? Our current government can't even figure out how to stop the city of Nashville from shutting down when it gets an inch of snow. So I don't think it could handle this. Then there are all these little one-off situations. For example, think about this. What if I were to mortally wound somebody at 11 hours and 55 minutes, but they don't die until 12 hours and 5 minutes? Does that work? Am I within my legal grounds there? Or do I now get charged for murder since they didn't die within the 12-hour period? Better yet, maybe I'm obligated after 12 hours, if they are mortally wounded, maybe I'm obligated to take them to the hospital, and if I don't, then I could be charged for murder. What do they do with all the dead bodies and all the dead body parts? Do they bury them? Who pays for that? If someone chops my hand off, but I end up surviving the purge, do I get to sue them for punitive damages? Let's say I kidnap somebody. Do I then get to keep them after the 12 hours if my only crime was kidnapping them, or do I have to let them go? In fact, the same thing could apply to, say, a car. If I steal the car and I get through the 12 hours, do I get to keep it or do I have to return it? Okay, I've harped enough on the reasons why the purge just won't work logistically. Suffice it to say, it's a logistic clusterfuck to even get off the ground in the first place. Let's move forward. Some people might say something along the lines of,
this movie's sick. It celebrates violence.
Now, while there are movies out there that clearly are trying to glorify violence, I just don't see this to be one of them. If anything, this movie preaches against violence, government corruption, and economic inequality. At the end of the day, these films' main centric plot point is the fact that rich people are getting away with murdering poor people, and that that's not okay. I mean, it's even in the new damn trailer. It's actually said almost exactly that way. Now look, I get it. Violent films may not be your cup of tea, and that's totally fine. But that doesn't give you the right to say that it celebrates violence, especially when you probably haven't even seen the damn film.
But Kyler, what about the kids? This movie could imprint itself on the impressionable children of today.
Be an adult and take responsibility for your damn children. Stop acting like you're helpless in this world of technology. Stop acting like it's impossible to prevent your children from seeing things you don't want them to. Furthermore, stop acting like if your child does see something that's violent, that's suddenly going to turn them into a bunch of Jeffrey Dahmers. I mean, I watched plenty of violent films when I was young, and I turned out just fine.
I want to watch the world burn.
Moving forward, lastly, like these films or hate them, the cinematography is on frickin' point. Anyways, those are my thoughts on the Purge movies. If you don't like violent movies, don't watch these. Just ignore it. Stop acting like it's, if your kids watch this thing, they're gonna be a bunch of Ted Bundys. I said that already, but it's true. Just chill the fuck out, everybody. But what do you all think? Do you think that if your kids or somebody else's kids watches these, that suddenly they're gonna turn into a bunch of little mini Adolf Hitlers and want to start a purge of their own? Make sure to let me know in the comments section below. As always, hit me up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and SoundCloud, and roll over to movieholics.net. Leave us a comment there, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Deuces.